Welcome, wrestling friends, to another edition of Smarknado. I'm your host, Eric Druckman. With me, as always, the Danaconda, Dan Sesnet. Dan, how you doing today, man? What's your latest soccer kit that you're wearing?
This is the Chelsea third kit from last season. Cole Palmer on the back.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So this is my around the house jersey that I wear to do errands and stuff in.
Fun. Is the Premier League still going on right now?
Oh yeah, it's deep in it. Just started. It's 38 games a season, so it goes for 38 weeks plus like a couple of international breaks. So there's a lot of soccer for Premier League. It's really fun.
Nice, man. Yeah, man. Let's get into it. Before we get into things, though, I just want to get something off my chest, just so we're perfectly clear with who we are on this show and anyone listening right now.
Okay.
Fuck ICE. Fuck DHS.
Yeah.
Fuck MAGA. Fuck Republican senators. Fuck all these motherfuckers right now. And I just wanted to get that off my chest because this is something that's just been weighing on me all week. I've seen all the videos. I've seen the lack of humanity. I am just very, very angry and upset and sad. And I like that we have this outlet to talk about things that are distractions. But I just wanted to say that, make it very clear that we can't lose sight of what's going on right now, and we need to fight back.
Yeah,
that was a lot I threw your way right there, Dan.
That was heavy. Yeah, no, I mean, I could say truthfully that the world is not in a good place. I'm a very busy man, so I don't pay as much attention to daily news as I would say you or a lot of people do. But you know, it's a really scary fucking place, and having ICE commercials thrown at us during AEW is really disturbing.
Yes, it's during everything that I've watched recently. It was during the baseball playoffs.
Yeah,
it was during the football games. They're going everywhere.
Yeah, it's not.
They're trying to get that 18 to 49 male demographic.
And they're going to get it because they're throwing money at them. They're going to get a lot of broke motherfuckers that hate
are
people.
Desperate.
It's really, it's sad.
Yeah. Just wish people were a little bit more principled in, things that they stand for and won't sell themselves out because, nobody is like brought up to be this, inhumane to other people.
That's the thing though, man. Like, you say that nobody's brought up to be this inhumane, but the fact is people are brought up to be this inhumane, and it's brought out into light now because it's been fucking normalized. You and I weren't brought up to be this inhumane. You and I were brought up with morals to care about people, but at the end of the day, it's always there's people being brought up real fucking shitty.
Yeah, especially not the stereotype, but in the South and in rural areas, seems to be a lot of that, a lot of ignorance. And that just kind of goes along with a lack of educational opportunities, a lack of, good public school systems that lack funding. And, it's just universal healthcare and universal education would absolutely save this country. And that is just something, and then we're a long way off from that because there's one side, guess who is so vehemently against anything that could educate the public, anything that could, help the public.
Keep them dumb.
Keep them dumb. It's just, but we're here to talk about wrestling. I know it was a little different for me to start the show that way, guys, but this is an outlet and you got to let things out sometimes. And we're in pretty unprecedented times right now. So
scary, scary times. And, you got me thinking, you caught me off guard a little bit, but we can definitely still talk about wrestling.
Yeah, let's definitely still talk about wrestling because that's why we're actually here right now.
That's what the basis of this is.
Yes, 100%. So let me get right into our top 5 for this week. We
It's
promised
back.
you that we would bring the top 5 back when we brought the top 5 back last week.
It's back,
So
baby.
we're back and we're going to talk about top 5 high flyers of today. Yeah. So is that how you? I did tell you, Dan, it was high flyers. I
Yeah,
don't know if you did. Did you do it of today or did
I
you do
did.
it? Oh, you did do it
I
of
I
today.
did
Great.
current my 5 favorite current high flyers.
Awesome. All right. Um, I do have honorable mentions here. Do
I
you have
basically
any?
just have honorable mentions that are all of Lucha Libre that I don't watch that I know are performing feats that are incredible every week.
All of Lucha Libre. So you don't have a single luchador on your list.
No, I do. I do.
Okay. All right. Yeah, my honorable mentions are first of all, two women that I think are for their money, just like the best high flying women in the WWE and maybe going today, and that's Io Sky and Stephanie Becker. I think they're really
Okay.
showing off just how skilled they are, how much on par they are with the men that are out there doing it.
Mhm.
Because I don't know, with high flying and stuff like that, it's not a lot of like Lita was so unique in the Attitude Era and that whole era in general because she was doing things other women weren't doing.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, so and I still kind of think that type of women's wrestler is a little bit of a minority in the grand scheme of women's wrestling. But I digress. So I have those two, and then I also have two men that would not be surprised are on your list, but they're two guys that are highly considered like the best high flyers of the last 10 years. I didn't include both of them because I feel like they've kind of evolved their game past being, characterized as simply a high flyer, and that's Ricochet, and I have Will Ospreay as my other two honorable mentions. And again, you could 100% make a case that they're the best, but I just feel like they've kind of evolved their game past being simply typecast as a high flyer.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Dan. How about you start with your number 5?
Okay. I'm definitely gonna tell you you wiped out most of my top 5 already, but my number 5 you have not. My number 5 is Commander. Um,
Oh, I like that.
I think he's very underrated. I think Tony Khan trusts him for a reason. He puts him in there for a lot of, I won't say high profile matches, but title matches and things of that nature because he trusts him. The guy is a magician on the ropes, and I think that he is really super underrated.
Yeah. I like Commander a lot. I actually didn't even think about him. I kind of put together like the guys that really just pop in my mind right away. But Commander is a great choice, and the move that comes to mind when I always think of Commander is the tightrope walk into the shooting star press
Yep.
that he does. Yeah, that's unbelievable. Never gets old. My number 5 is Jack Cartwheel.
Okay.
Yeah, I have Jack Cartwheel here. The more I've seen him and more I've seen him over the years, like he's just evolved his game in terms of being having more like jaw dropping moves. The he does like the what do you call it, the spiral tap from the top rope. Everything he does really just looks very effortless when he's in there. That's what I really like about him, and I think that his star is just going to continue to shine. He is signed to WWE ID. They lost a couple WWE ID people this week, and Kylie Ray, and then Zeta Steel decided to not renew.
Where did Kylie Ray go?
She got released because she got pregnant, and that's fucking horseshit. And that's another reason to get mad at WWE.
Oh, so she's pregnant again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that she lost her job. But yeah, I think Jack Hartwheel is just incredible. I think it's a testament to just how skilled and talented he is that he's constantly in the 6-man lucha tag matches in GCW. And he's really the only, like, other than Gringo Loco, he's the only other Gringo that's like involved in those matches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dumb name. Super dumb name.
Jack Hartwheel. Yeah. I've kind of just gotten used to it at this point.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it's not dumb.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All
All
right, Dan,
right.
who's number 4?
My number 4 is the aforementioned Io Sky.
All right.
I think she belongs on this list. She is the genius of the sky for a reason. I would put her elbow drop is no, that's Kyrie saying. I'm
That's
thinking,
Kyrie saying, yeah.
but no, just in general, her moonsault is just picture perfect, and I think that it's just a shame that she only ended up in your honorable mentions.
Yeah, it is a shame. But
We
I
only get
love you.
5. We only get 5, so I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Something's got to give at some point, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I love Kyrie Sane, man, and her moonsault. She just gets so much like distance on the
Yeah.
moonsault,
Yeah.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. My number 4 is Mascara Dorada
Okay.
from CMLL.
Yeah.
I chose him because every time I've seen him wrestle, like everything he does from the top rope is just perfect. He's just very graceful when he does stuff like his shooting star press. It's almost like he's floating in the air. It's just so fun to watch him, and he's someone that's easy to forget about because he's just featured on AEW like every, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, something like that.
Yeah, but he
But we
always
don't,
shows out whenever he's on TV, so
yeah,
that's
like even most recently, what we had the 3-way between Mascara Dorada, Takeshita, and Okada, and that was just fucking dope, bro.
yeah.
Like
It's like one of
the
these
way that,
guys doesn't really belong, but he still fucking made himself belong.
yeah, it was. He's unbelievable, and I think that he's somebody that is going to be climbing other people's top 5 lists when you're talking about high flyers as the years go on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
All right, Dan, who's your number 3?
Raymond Phoenix.
Ooh.
Not as high flying as he once was. You could say he's in that vein that sort of evolved a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I still put him on my list because even though he is in WWE now and I don't necessarily watch it, I still know how talented he is, even though he's probably been a little bit watered down over the
Yeah,
last handful of months. I still know that he is one of the best high flyers and luchadors in the world.
for sure, man. Yeah, Phoenix is unbelievable. Maybe you'll hear about him from me. I don't know.
Maybe.
My number 3 is young buck that's really broken out in the last few years, Javon Evans.
Nice. I love that pick.
Yeah, I have Javon Evans here. I think they say he's the bounciest superstar. That's the perfect way to describe him because that's just what he does in the ring. Oh, by the way, honorable mention, I forgot to mention because this just popped in my head because of who we're talking about. More of an out of sight, out of mind pick because we don't really see him as much. But if we were seeing him more, I think he'd be on both of our lists, and that's Dante Martin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like that guy, in the same way Javon Evans just has so much bounce with everything that he does, and gets so much like height on the shit that he does, and it's just he's a freak athlete. Javon Evans is a freak athlete too.
Yeah.
But
I don't
yeah,
want NXT to really put him on my list either.
yeah, I've seen enough of him though at this point just to be like, wow, this kid is going to be a star. I think it's also important to note, like, them playing the video game and shit, like the loading screens, like he's one of the guys that I see the most often, like when I'm playing the video game, like on the loading screen. So like,
oh really?
I mean, there are little signs that I see for that WWE thinks very highly of Javon Evans.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Yep. So he's going to be a big star, man.
Agreed.
All right, Dan, you're number 2.
Number 2 is Ricochet.
Hey, I saw him
He's
coming.
he still is that guy when it comes to high flying. He is the originator of the bounce that you just talked about. He's got
Mhm.
that in spades, and if it wasn't for Ricochet, I don't think guys like Javon Evans would be around.
No, definitely not. Yeah, Ricochet has just been a dog forever. I remember even as early as like being in my freshman year dorm room, and I was watching these tapes of this skinny little guy called Ricochet doing these unbelievable moves. This other guy, Chuck Taylor, by the way.
Yeah,
Um, and yeah, just from there, I was hooked. I followed his career, and you see where he's at today, and he's finally developing a character. He's become more of a full-fledged professional wrestler. I
yeah,
love to see that. Um,
absolutely.
yeah, and I'll sing his praises all day, but that's really the only reason why I omitted him from my list, just
Okay.
because he's just gone to that next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I love Ricochet, man. Great pick. My number 2 is Vikingo.
You know, I almost had Vikingo on my list somewhere. It was between him and Commander, really. Um,
Mhm.
but also, I haven't seen enough of Vikingo lately. I obviously know how talented he is, but he's
Yeah.
another one of those out of sight, out of mind kind of guys.
Mhm.
Because I don't watch
I
wrestling.
I listen. I think that Vikingo is just the things that he does in the ring, and the effortlessness that he puts into everything is just astounding. Um, Despite the fact that I think he's a tremendous high flyer, I still think that like when I'm watching his matches, sometimes it's a little annoying, and that like he seems to move from spot to spot to spot rather than
Yeah,
like pacing himself and shit. So I
just trying to
mean,
get all this shit
so
in.
he's not necessarily like my cup of tea as a wrestler, unless he kind of corrects that part of his game. But I think that it's undeniable how good he is as a high flyer, and that's why he had to be my number 2. I mean, the 630 that he does through the table on the outside
Jesus
that we've
Christ.
seen a couple times.
The
Jesus.
step over, right?
Yeah, and then he does that thing where like he walks the rope and like what was he walks the rope and then he finishes with like a senton.
Everything he does is fucking
Yeah.
absolutely astounding. I just wish I could see more of him. I wish he stuck with AEW for a little bit longer.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see him versus Dominic Mysterio on WWE TV soon.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. All
I'm
right,
with
your number 1 is Dominic Mysterio, isn't it?
obviously he is the greatest high flyer of all time.
Yeah.
The greatest luchador of all time. No, my number 1 is the Billy Goat, Will Ospreay. He exists right now. Him and Ricochet together just defined that genre.
Hmm.
Period. And I know that Osprey is a lot more of a striker and a more complete professional wrestler right now. But if you told Osprey go out and work a high flying match, there's not a better
Oh
wrestler.
yeah. I think even the same could be said about someone we both didn't mention, AJ Styles. You
Fair,
know,
fair.
yeah, like these guys are versatile enough to be able to pull that off. But yeah, Osprey is just cream of the crop, man. What
I'm
can I
interested
say?
to see who your number 1 is.
My number 1 is Ray Fenix.
Really?
Yes. I think he is I think it's very true that like he's kind of the heir to Rey Mysterio. And maybe it was thought of like a couple years ago that it might be Dragon Lee, but now that Ray Phoenix is there, like he's going to take that crown, and I think that he's going to go to heights that is similar to Rey Mysterio. And I think that the lucha libre style, I don't think there's anyone that does it more perfect than he does.
No, I can't disagree with you there.
Yeah, yeah. So I when I think of high flyers of today, who's the goat right now, I my mind immediately goes to Ray Phoenix.
Okay. I
Mhm.
like it. I like it. I think that was a really good list.
Yeah, man. Yours too. Nothing.
Interesting. Very different lists. You
Yeah,
went
I like that we mixed it up a little bit.
You stole a little bit of my thunder early, but I forgive
Yeah,
you.
I'm sorry. um, yeah, we both didn't mention Gringo Loco either. Like he's
Ringo Loco or Ninja Mac for that matter.
Ninja Mac. Holy crap, dude!
So
Ninja Mac is another out of sight, out of mind
yeah,
type
very much
type
so.
wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Dan. We had a pretty solid episode of Dynamite this week.
I thought we
Let
had
you
a
start it
really
off.
fucking good episode of Dynamite, actually.
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
do it.
So we started off with the face down Hangman Adam or face to face Hangman Adam Page, Samoa Joe. Um, it's
Are we getting a Joe heel turn?
I think we are. I think we are, and I'm okay
What
with
does
that.
that make of the ops? That's what I'm curious. Like, I'm not against Joe turning heel. I like him being a more sinister character. That's you know
Dangerous.
unforgiving and is just gonna do everything at all costs to win. But I'm just curious what's gonna happen with Hobbs and Shibata.
Maybe they go the same route.
Mm, that
But I
would
don't
be
think we need
interesting.
another heel stable. That's the only problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Yeah.
Hmm. Um, so, but this was a good back and forth. It sold the match for me.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah,
I can't wait for it. And they have a little bit of time to build this. It didn't really take that long. And yeah, maybe the criticism is this was just kind of thrown together, but the fact of the matter is, like, Joe can be inserted at any time because he was a great champion when he was the champion, and he proved that he could carry that banner. So like he has built such credibility in AEW at this point.
he's almost
Um,
like the Randy Orton of AEW.
yeah,
If you
that's
need
that's a
some,
great comp.
like, if you really need somebody to throw in there, you just know he can do
Yes,
it,
hundred
and
percent.
from every angle, heel, babyface, whatever you need, he's gonna do it.
Hmm. And just always believable.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Arguably the most
The most
believable pro
believable.
wrestler in professional wrestling. Maybe him and Brody King, in my opinion. But
Yeah, I
um,
mean, when you look at Samoa Joe, I would be much more scared to get into a fight with a guy like him than some big jack dude.
yeah, maybe that's what our next top five will be: most believable wrestlers.
Ooh,
I like
I
that
like
one.
where your head's at, Dan.
All right,
Where
let's
your head's
continue
at.
on with Title Tuesday here, shall we? We had a backstage segment. Mark Briscoe firing up the conglomeration. Um, it's just another Briscoe promo. I was hoping we would start to see him get a little bit more serious after this MJF feud. Doesn't seem to be headed that direction. What
Hmm.
say you?
Yeah, I thought so too. Kind of a bad move. Like you just kind of have to strike when the iron is hot with somebody that's just come off this very hot feud. And like I would be fine if like they explained it away where Mark Briscoe's like, conglomeration, I love you guys, but I got bigger fish to fry, and like moves on to his own thing, and it's just they can't do things to make us forget how significant that moment was for Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, that win was so fucking huge, and they
Yeah.
sort of downplayed it with
Hmm.
with this segment.
Yeah.
Uh, but next up, we had Mox versus Ishii. This match fucking humped. I just
Yeah.
think that these two are kind of just made for each other. Because Mox wants to give a beating and Ishii can take a beating like nobody
Mhm.
else.
Yeah.
And vice versa, really.
I loved it. They definitely have faced each other before in New Japan.
Yeah.
I think that Mox put with any New Japan wrestler, and that's why his run in New Japan was so good. Like it fits like a glove, like you said. Like the striking, the fighting spirit mentality to it. Um, it was just awesome, and Ishii always delivers.
Every single time.
Yeah,
Um,
Ishii is the Cam Scatabo of professional wrestling.
that's a fair comp. Again,
Similar body type.
Similar, very similar body type. I think Scatabo has more of a neck than Ishii does.
Fair.
Not much, but more.
Yes.
All right. Next up, we had the Young Bucks backstage begging for a money match. Um, you know, uh, is this gimmick starting to run its course? A little bit.
I think so, but like I think that this feud with Jurassic Express is totally necessary, and I'm
Absolutely.
gonna enjoy it. I running its course. I would say it's probably in the ninth inning.
Yeah, it's
If
getting
I
there.
had to guess, just because like they've hinted even that thing with like when the Bucks looked at Kenny and kind of hesitated about like they kind of looked at Kenny and Kenny was looking at them, and
Yeah.
then Josh Alexander took
Not
out Kenny. You
yeah.
remember? Like they
Yeah.
had that little subtle moment right there. Like I think that's just a sign that we are eventually going to see like babyface Bucks back, and maybe they'll rewrite their wrongs.
Maybe. I mean, it's been a fun run. I'm not knocking the
Mhm.
whole thing, but I think it's starting to run its course.
Yeah.
That's all.
Mhm.
All right. We had a statistical look at the World Championship match between Chris Statlander and Tony Storm. I don't
Can't
care
wait.
much for this. I
You don't
didn't.
care for it? Tony Storm and Chris Statlander?
Yeah, no, I do. I care about the match. I just didn't really care about the segment.
Oh, okay.
Didn't really. It wasn't like moving to me. That's all. Um, all right. The next match we had was the street fight between the Hurt Syndicate and the Demand. Um, Another really fucking good match. A high quality street fight, and
Mhm.
that's the way that this stuff these guys need to go at it.
Yeah, for sure. Um, Toa Leona, I'm really starting to become a fan of his.
Okay. Why?
He is because like he's just a beast in there, and like he can stand toe to toe with Lashley. He looks believable beating up everyone in the Hurt Syndicate. Um, I'm sold on it. Like when you talk about believability, like Samoa Joe, I look at him. He's a believable wrestler.
Yeah.
I
I
really
agree.
believe he could kick your ass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else
But
about
what?
this match?
Yeah, I mean, do you think this is the end of the feud, or do you think
No.
like eventually we're gonna get like Ricochet versus I don't know Lashley 1-on-1?
I feel like we're gonna get something to blow this feud off.
Yeah,
I don't think a dynamite street fight is gonna be the feud ender.
yeah,
But I don't think it's gonna be at Wrestle Dream either. Maybe at Blood and Guts.
maybe we'll do a men's and women's blood and guts matches.
I mean,
That-
even if it's just some another kind of match there, another match. I don't know who else they would really add to their teams for Blood and Guts, realistically,
Mhm.
but it could be done.
Yeah, maybe Anarchy in the Arena. Who knows?
Ooh, I like that idea. All right, next up, we had a backstage segment with the Don Callis family. Now, some might say the Don Callis family is too big. I, on the other hand, would say it's not big enough.
I agree with you there.
Keep adding, keep adding, because the addition of Andrade is huge. Like I like the addition of Clone, uh, and it's a really fucking good stable. And I
Yeah,
don't think it's getting stale at all.
I don't think so either. I love everything about it, and he's the perfect heel manager. He really is. You
He's
know,
absolutely, and he knows how to sell his guys.
mhm,
His, he's it's one of the best things about AEW right now.
for sure, for sure. I'm having a great time with the Don Callis family.
Yeah.
It's just yeah, and just going back to El Clone. Also, I love that he's there. I can't wait till people get to see him wrestle
Oh my
and just
god,
see how fucking unique he is in the ring. I don't think people are I think people are just expecting just another luchador. But
no. He is not another luchador.
El Clone, aka Erez, is the guy where you're watching a GCW show. Maybe there's a lot of like sameness to Lucha Libre that you see on a lot of shows. It's just a lot of the same guys doing the same shit, and then you see Erez, and he's just doing some wild, intricate submissions, and he's really special, and I can't wait for the fans to get a load of this guy.
It's going to be fun to watch. I've seen
Yeah.
some eras in GCW and things like that. So I'm looking forward to him in the ring as well.
And hopefully like it culminates in like a mass versus mass match where he ends up unmasking and he gets just to be Erez.
Whatever it is. I mean, that does seem like the perfect, blow off match for them.
Mm-hmm. Fuck yeah, man.
All right. Next up, we had a squash match. Jurassic Express beat KM and Orion. Celebration didn't last long. Matt and Nick come out.
This is awesome, dude. This is just a feel good type match right here.
This is such a throwback AEW feud.
Mm-hmm.
This is a restore the feeling type feud.
Yes. Great way to put it, man. 100%. Couldn't agree with you more. Yeah. This does give me the feels a bit, and it's great to see Jurassic Express back together, and the fans are just so fucking into it. And I also like the fact that he's not Jungle Boy again, but he still has the Jungle Boy aesthetic. He's Jungle Jack Perry. It's just like it's again. I've said this word over and over tonight. Don't think I don't notice, but it's an evolution of his character, and it's the perfect landing spot between what he was when he was with the Elite. His nickname I kind of forgot for a second. What is it? What was it again? Scapegoat. Yeah.
See, and, I liked Scapegoat. I don't think
I did
much.
I did too, but I think now's the right time to bring him back to being a baby face. But he's still Jack Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's a really good transition.
Mm-hmm. It just takes it more seriously. If you're gonna have a world champion in your company, it's not going to be a guy named Jungle Boy. I mean, that's just a fact, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Matt and Nick, they just beat the shit out of them, and we're just gonna get more of this week to week, and then we're gonna get it at Wrestle Dream.
Yeah, it's gonna be Wrestle Dream, man. We're gonna do our preview next week, I'm sure, but this card is really shaping up to be really fucking good.
Like, is it on a Saturday or a Sunday? Do you know?
Saturday.
It's on a Saturday. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah. Saturday the 18th, I want to say, or the 23rd or something. I don't know.
How about we go to the 23rd?
No, it's the 18th.
The 18th. Okay.
It's a week from tomorrow.
That's also the day of the No Kings rally, so maybe we could go there in the morning and then watch AEW at night.
Maybe. I think I'm probably working, but we'll chat it up. We'll chat about
it. Yeah.
All right, next up, we had a backstage message from the Death Riders. Pac talking shit to Orange Cassidy. Wheeler Yuta chiming in. I kind of liked the newer guys being up front, the younger guys being up front, and sort of Pac not really, but he just got back, and Mox sort of playing the background in this segment. What do you think?
It's good. It like kind of shows like leads you to believe that Mox backstage was just like, hey, Yuta, you got this one, all right? And he's letting him take the lead. It's like a parent granting their child more autonomy.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
He's growing up before our eyes. He's becoming his own little Moxley.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I think we're both in agreement that his character has come a long way.
It's it's not all there yet, but I like where it's going right now, and I want to see what it builds onto as the year progresses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up, we had the TNT Championship match: Kyle on Kyle violence. Kyle Fletcher versus Kyle O'Reilly. The second go around, I believe, for this match, if I'm not
Mm-hmm.
mistaken.
Yeah, they
Uh,
mentioned it on commentary, I believe.
yeah, I'm just trying to think back. Um, just another really solid match. Kyle Fletcher is a really good fucking champion.
Yes, and O'Reilly at every opportunity just shows why he's widely considered as one of the best in-ring workers in the company. And
Another one of
yeah,
those guys you're gonna throw in there and just get a great match from him
yeah,
no matter what. And he
he- he's a
plays one of my
cartoon
favorite
champion.
styles,
Yeah.
and just being a pure striker.
Hmm.
There's not a lot of those left, really, and I think he is one of, if not the best pure striker around.
I mean, I would probably give the nod there to Aleister Black. But yeah, O'Reilly's right up there
Yeah.
for sure. And yeah, I like this match a lot. And the right guy won.
All right. Next, we had another Don Callis segment backstage, which set up yet another banger of a match for Wrestle Dream: Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe, presumably for the TNT Championship. Uh,
Well, I know before we were going on about like, striking while the iron is hot with Mark Briscoe, that this is nothing to scoff at. This is him
no,
facing the guy that was in the main event of the last show and
no,
has
this is
really built up the prestige of the TNT title. So you know, um, maybe we were a little too harsh at the beginning of the show.
maybe a little
I'm
bit,
just starting
but
to rethink it a little bit.
maybe a little bit, but you
Yeah.
know, he still shouldn't be getting so silly. I don't think. I think he should
Yeah.
tighten up a little bit.
Hmm.
All right,
Fair. Fair enough.
Next up, we have the TBS Open Championship Challenge: Mercedes Monet versus Lacey Lane. Shit, what was her name in WWE?
Caden Carter.
Caden Carter. That's it. Um,
Really
I actually
good.
thought this was a pretty solid little TBS Championship match.
I agree. I think that Lacey Lane is also in that vein of women high flyers who can really go.
Yeah,
Uh, she matched up really well with Mercedes Monet. I think that she sold Mercedes's finisher really, really well, unlike a lot of other women can. It's kind of a hard finish to like pull off
yeah, I don't love it.
sometimes, but she did it to Lacey Lane very like flawlessly, in my opinion, and it looks really good. And hey, they got the AEW women's tag team titles coming around soon. Why
Yeah,
not get her and Casey Catanzaro if Casey Catanzaro still wants to wrestle, you know?
they were a really nice little tag team for WWE for a while, man.
They just never really
Connected with the audience.
it's not that they didn't connect with the audience, it's just like WWE didn't really get behind them also.
I think their stature was really something that WWE didn't really buy into. They're not particularly big human beings.
No.
Not that all. I mean, there's you got AJ Lee and Mercedes Monet and and Riho and thing wrestlers of that nature that are all very small, but still they just
I mean, they're doing it with Zelina Vega, are they not? She's as small as they can get.
kind of. I don't know what
To a
they're doing with
smaller
her right now.
degree,
What?
like Zelina Vega's won like the US title. Like it's to a smaller degree, but it's not like they can't do it.
Yeah.
So that being said, that would be great if those two are in the AEW Women's Tag Team Tournament.
When is that supposed to go off?
I don't know.
I'll find out about that.
We just know that titles exist.
We just know, and they look good.
Hmm.
All right. Next up, we had backstage segments from both Sammy Guevara and Eddie Kingston.
Yeah,
Um, this sets up an Eddie Kingston versus the Beast Mordos for Collision Homecoming. More Eddie at all times.
I can't wait for this match. It's going to be so good.
Yeah, it's going to be a meat fest.
Yeah, Eddie already beat Dralistico. I like that they're feuding with each other. I don't know if we touched on it, but I liked that Sammy Guevara turned on the Von Erichs and is a member of LFI now with Roosh.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that
interesting. It
it's the
works.
right move for Sammy because Sammy is just such a natural heel, and it's hard to
Always.
get behind him as a babyface. It really is. It always has been.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Completely agree.
Mhm.
All right. So next up, geez, this was a long show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Next up, we had the Double Jeopardy Eliminator match: Kazuchika Okada and Takeshita versus Brodito. Um, Basically, whoever won got a shot at the other one's title
Yeah.
at Wrestle Dream. So, um,
So this was awesome, and I am so glad that this is not going to be the last time that we see these two teams face each other. I think it's pretty predictable what's probably going to happen at home at is it Wrestle Dream?
Wrestle Dream.
Um, it's probably going to be Kinosuke turning on Okada or vice versa.
Yeah.
Um, but still, like the fact that we're going to be getting this match again, I think is a win for the fans. I think Brodito is just fucking it's the gift that just keeps on giving. You give them any opponents, they're just going to put on a banger. And
Yeah.
I want this team to stay together as long as they can.
Yeah, there's no reason to break them up. Keep them
No.
together.
Yeah. Even when Buddy Murphy comes back, like have him just do something else.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, what? But still.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. So this ended with obviously Takeshita and Okada winning, and we're gonna get this at Wrestle Dream. So good times there.
Yes.
All right, Willow and Jet Speed talk shit about FTR and Megan Bain. Um, I I love this combination of Jet Speed and Willow. I think it fits really well. It gives Willow something to do, puts her on TV. Um, I do think that Willow really eventually needs to be in the women's world title picture. And now is as good a time as ever, with Stat being the champion.
I think
But
she will. I think she will. I think that's going to be a really big match when it happens.
yeah, I
Hmm.
do too.
Yeah. I also want to say that I liked Megan Bain standing next to Stokely. And like, if Stokely wants to be like the mouthpiece for Megan Bain and Penelope Ford, I would not be against it.
I think Stokely should have a faction the size of the Don Callis family. Personally,
Really? You think so?
yes, he absolutely should.
Yeah.
He's the best manager in professional wrestling, just because he's so funny.
Yeah,
But
he's a lot of fun, man. Big
right,
joke.
all right. So we had that backstage segment that we talked about, and
I didn't like how down and out and sad Bandito was here. Like very, very like, woe is me. I'm not good enough. Like a little bit too much. Did you feel that way at all?
he overacted a little bit.
Yeah. Like I like yeah, I think that was just it. I think that Brody King's part was totally necessary, just being like, you know who you are, you're the best professional wrestler walking the earth. And we're still gonna be AEW tag team champions, and I think we fully intend on on that happening.
I
So
completely agree.
yeah.
And I've said it before in the show. I'll say it again. It's just shaping up to be a really good card. I'm kind of pissed that I'm going to be at work. Actually, I might not be at work. I might be working the day shift. If I am, that would be good times.
Yeah,
Um,
good times.
but all right. So finally, we are at the main event. Orange Cassidy versus Pac. Another of these restore the feeling feuds.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the greatest feuds, in my humble opinion, in the history of AEW.
Mm-hmm.
They've just always had a chemistry that was unparalleled, in my opinion.
I think that Pac I was actually thinking about it watching this match too. I think that Pac's chemistry with Orange Cassidy is very similar to like the chemistry that he had with Sami Zayn. when he was in WWE.
In NXT.
And in back in the day when like Pac and El Generico had matches against each other, they absolutely just bring out the best in each other. Pac plays a perfect heel. I liked the fact that Pac changed up the look a bit, and he has his new ring attire reminds me of like a certain era of the Dynamite Kid when he used to wear that. That's what I think it was a tribute to. I can't confirm that, but that's the thing that came to mind when I saw him looking like that, and he looked fucking jacked.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
He's always looked pretty jacked, but I dig the new look that he's got going on with the not greasy hair and the singlet. I almost called it a onesie. The singlet.
Yeah. I definitely noticed he was balding when they showed the camera to him at first.
Oh, really? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I did. And I was just like, wait, who is that? Is that Claudio? And then I yeah. Oof. Well, he was also wearing the same, like he was wearing the same type of boots and socks as Claudio. Did you notice that?
No, I missed
yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So awesome match, and I'm glad that Pac is back, and I hope Pac can just stay healthy, man.
Yeah, that's all it really takes.
Yep. And of course, at the end of this show, just when you thought that the hijinks of Darby Allin were at its absolute peak, he just finds a way to top it every single week. And this week, it was a Molotov cocktail. He tried to throw at the Death Riders, and he got tackled by the biggest security guard I've ever seen in my life.
Do you think he just goes into Tony Khan's office every week and is like, how can I set somebody on fire this week, Tony?
I don't know, man. He's the Bart Simpson of AEW, man. Like everything that he does
is so like comically like dangerous.
I know. The flamethrower, you thought that was the end of it? Like, what is he going to do next week?
How is he going to get Moxley to say I quit is the best question.
Oh, my God. He's going to have to, like, I don't know, man.
It's going to be a great match.
Like, poison Mox, try to poison him or something. Put him in a piranha pit.
Something's got to give. It's going to be fucked up.
Yeah, I just like, how do you top this? Just casually throwing a Molotov cocktail in the arena.
What? Full of people.
That is just so fucking crazy. I just like, what?
Oh my God.
GCW hasn't even done a Molotov cocktail. I don't think
they will. Don't worry. They saw that. They're like, we're going to top this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. That was a hell of an episode of Dynamite. And this was just very, therapeutic to talk about professional wrestling with one of my best buddies.
I'm looking forward to Collision too, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, Collision's going to be dope.
Yeah.
Yep. Eddie versus
Beast.
Mortos. Yep. And what else is happening on Collision?
I don't know. Just Eddie. Eddie's a draw for me, bud.
Yeah.
Like, always ready for Eddie.
Yeah. Now more than ever, the world is cold. You better bundle up. So on that note, guys, follow us on Instagram at Smarknado, on Twitter at Smarknado1. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Go check out our QR code. It's right up there. See it? That's where all our shit is. Get some merch. And yeah, Dan, do you have anything left for us?
No, just check out my my ice cream Instagram, Society of Scoop, posting stuff sporadically right now, but things are starting to heat up, and I'm looking forward to doing some more cool flavors and shit like that. But
you gotta think about like a Halloween flavor.
I can do that.
Are you thinking about it? And maybe even some influence from our buddy Sturdy. What do you think? Some like horror flavor?
I could do a horror flavor. I think I can come up with something pretty dark.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I mean, we're getting close to it, man. We're three. I think we're exactly 3 weeks away from.
We are. Yep, because Halloween is on a Friday this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I will actually get to spend the day with my kids thanks to my new job.
Fuck yes.
So,
Good shit. Shout out to Pizza by Plu. Some of the
big
most
shout out.
delicious pizza in the capital region. Yeah. Go check him out. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
if you can get yourself in there. Every Sunday, I believe, is his sign up.
You just set your alarm Sunday at 11:59 a.m. That's what you do. And
Yes,
then you
sir.
go and you wait for his post. You click on it. You scroll all the way at the bottom because people are always going at the top to get their pizzas. Scroll all the way at the bottom, telling you, and you sign up for your pizza. You won't regret it.
You won't regret it. Not
Fuck
for
yeah.
one single second. But on that note, stay fresh, cheese bags.
And fuck ice and keep watching